Wood back from the front to get rid of some of the tongue weight. I'm gonna go drop it off in the wood yard, and then I gotta pick up some maple. And it looked like sugar maple. I did a video call with the guy, but it's still hard to tell with the phone. But yeah, I think it's sugar maple, so I'm gonna head up there and pick that up after I drop this off.
This is a load of apple, cherry, and mulberry, and I found it on the way to the shop. And looks like what happened was it's all from the same property, but the customer must have had the wood spread out among 3 different driveways along the street.
Okay, so the splitter is back home. Let's look at the stickers again. We got Adventure Roads, KNL Firewood. I believe you might have a new sticker, Mike in Indiana. Joe's Premium Firewood, and yours truly. And then TC's Outdoors, Iron and Oak Sawmill, rest in peace Chuck. B&K Outdoors, and there's a sticker in memorial of Chuck at Iron and Oak Sawmill. And Mountaintop Outdoors with Jeffrey and Patricia Ormiston. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna get some more stickers to fill up the beam until I run out. As for this wood here, I put aside the apple and some of the thinner branch pieces I'll put for firewood, and I still got tons of apple right here, and then that crate is full of apple almost. I pulled a couple bags out of there, and some of this wood will be going into the 40-yard bin, and then some for seasoning for not this winter but the next winter. So for now, I'm just gonna head over to that site with the maple, and it's only about 5-7 minutes from here. And I'm gonna load that up, and I'm gonna come back, and I'm gonna bring the other splitter back to the shop, and I have to change the valve on that one, and I have to change the Lovejoy connection for the pump and the motor, because that thing's like pretty shot, so I don't want that thing exploding. Okay guys, back in the wood yard with the load, and unfortunately it wasn't sugar maple. It did kind of look like it, because some of the areas you could see the bark doesn't have that nice tight crop ridging like some of this does. I mean, this is just a small branch that hasn't really developed, and this wood just doesn't have a lot of the ridging further up. Like you could see this one, it has it, and especially this one here, but there's a lot of pieces where the bark is kind of flat, so I can still use it. Some will go for boiler wood, some will go in my pile over there for my wood stove, and yeah, I'll make use of this. So whenever I did a favor for a friend, I got some profitability for myself. It was just 5 minutes from here, so it wasn't that bad going there too. I didn't film when I was there because I was just talking to the owner of the house, just reasoning about things, you know. It's the kind of thing I like to do here at the tree service, and it's starting to get busy with the wood. There's still some stuff that I see that's here from before. It's this piece of oak. No, that's silver maple. There's honeylocust, mulberry. What else? There should be some ash here too. See more oak up there. A little bit. Where's that ash that was here? They did get rid of some, looks like. I'm not seeing the ash. There's just a couple pieces. Yeah, also I gotta get some sugar maple and birch, so good to be getting some sugar maple because I really need that. I'm gonna get loaded up here, drop it off at the wood yard, and then go for the sugar maple, and there's also birch as well. Okay guys, here's one set of sugar maple and birch, and I gotta go to the other address, which is just down the street. So I'll throw this on quickly and then go check the other site. Okay, here's the rest, not much more. I was hoping for more sugar maple, but it's all good. I've got enough to last me a month worth of smoker wood for my smokehouse customer. All right, there it is. Probably just over face board. Yeah, just over. All right, back to the wood yard. All right, I found some scrap metal down the street from the wood pickup, and then I found a wheelbarrow here, but the wheelbarrow is missing the axle. So I could have probably put it back together. It's just the tire's flat, but oh well. I do want to start on this maple and birch, mostly the maple. I got to move some sugar maple back there. The one crate that's beside the container in the back, there's about 1/3 full. I got to empty that so I can start fresh. So I'll rip into this pile for now and get some of that done. I just went to get gas, and I was at the gas station. I see this leak, and I was like, I hope I didn't tip over the gas can. And I know I tightened it up too, and I wasn't smelling anything. But what happened was I was trying to clean my windshield, and my rear window here, it's pretty dirty, and I pushed the button and I heard the motor going, but the fluid was not coming out on the back window. So I got to the gas station about maybe 15-20 minutes later, and then I see all the fluids pouring out there. So I went and checked it, and yeah, it's the windshield washer fluid. So I gotta get that fixed. Alright, so I have these 5 mulberry logs that I'm putting here. They're 18-inch. And there's some mulberry and black locust here. And I'm checking this wood, and it's already pretty dry. This one, it's thin, so it's going to dry quickly. And it's really dry now. So I'm going to pull out whatever is pretty dry here, and I'm going to save it for this year's wood, because I was starting to stack this in another crate. I'm going to get some other ones going. I was going to throw these in for an 18-inch. Like, see, that one's heavy, right? That one's pretty light. And mulberry, the thing is with this stuff, now this is really thin, so I'm not surprised this is like almost dry. This is burnable, actually. Yeah, that's definitely burnable. Yeah, this is going to go over towards the other end of the woodyard here. And this stuff, it usually just takes forever to dry, man. But this stuff doesn't rot very much. You hardly ever see any rot on these. That's good, because I've already sold some of this here stack. Let's see how much I get out of here. I bet you all of this is going to be dry by next season. Maybe not the black locust though. The black locust tends to take some time. That'll be good too. A triangle shape, these dry quick as well. It's only been here about, I'd say maybe 2 months at the most. Wow. Good to go, full wheelbarrow, and then there's that other set too. But some of those look bigger.
After stacking the mulberry, I take some of the sugar maple that's left behind when I emptied out this area and put it back into the 18-inch row along the back, because I got some sugar maple in to make the smoker wood. I don't have to take my firewood supply and cut it into smoker wood logs, which is a big hassle, so I can throw some back into the pile, but I'm still keeping some of the 16-inch for emergency backup.
Alright, so I'll just do some cleanup here, and then I'll go to that crate with the sugar maple that's about 1/3 full, and I'll move that over. I'm going to put some in a bin and then put it in the container for when I make bags of the smoker wood. So I'll get that out of the way instead of moving them all and then having to take them out again. Maybe I'll make 2 bins. Maybe I'll even make a couple bags with some of the rest of that too. We'll see. Yeah, anyways guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and all that good stuff.